Welcome back to Auto Street, where we bring you the latest rides, raw opinions, and everything you need to know before you hit the road. Today, we're diving into a compact luxury SUV that continues to punch above its weight, the 2026 Mercedes GLB, a car that blends practicality, style, and premium tech without trying to scream about it. From a distance, the 2026 GLB doesn't look radically different from its predecessor. And that's a good thing. Mercedes knows better than to mess with a formula that works. The GLB's upright, boxy silhouette still gives off mini G-Class vibes. And for a compact SUV, that's a strong presence. But look closer and you'll notice the redesigned LED headlamps, a sharper grille with finer detailing, and a slightly more sculpted front bumper. The tweaks are subtle, but effective. The GLB looks more modern, more refined, and just a bit more aggressive. Around the back, the taillights have a new internal signature that gives it a crisper look at night, and depending on the trim, you'll get different finishes for the tailpipes and lower bumper. There's also a wider selection of wheel designs, now going up to 20 inches, and a few new color options for 2026, including this stunning Patagonia red you're seeing now. Hop inside, and this is where the 2026 GLB truly flexes its premium DNA. The cabin continues to feel more upscale than you'd expect for its price range. You've got the dual 10.2 5-inch displays now running the latest version of the MBUX infotainment system. It's quicker, more responsive, and voice control has improved. It no longer feels like you're arguing with your car every time you ask it to do something. One of the coolest updates? Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are now standard across the board. And finally, Mercedes has added more physical controls back for basic functions, based on user feedback. The climate control buttons are now easier to reach and use without taking your eyes off the road. Seating remains one of the GLB's strongest features. You get that rare third row option, which, while not ideal for adults on long trips, is still a lifesaver when you've got to move 7 people in a pinch. The second row slides and reclines, offering good legroom and cargo space is solid for the class, especially if you fold everything flat. Under the hood, the GLB 250 comes with a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4, pushing out 255 horsepower. That's a slight bump from last year, and it feels just right for daily driving. Whether you're merging onto highways or tackling tight city streets, the GLB feels confident and planted. It's not a sports car, but it doesn't feel sluggish either. The 8-speed dual-clutch transmission is smooth and well-timed, and with 4MATIC all-wheel drive, grip is never a problem. For those wanting more, the Audi GLB 35 returns with updated tuning. It now delivers around 315 horsepower. And the new adaptive suspension makes a noticeable difference in ride quality and cornering. It's quick with a 0 to 60 time in the low 5-second range, but more importantly, it finally feels refined enough to wear that MD badge. Safety is, as you'd expect, a big deal in the 2026 GLB. Standard features now include blind spot assist, active lane keeping, and adaptive cruise control with stop-and-go function. Mercedes also added a 360-degree camera system with improved resolution, making parking this boxy SUV a breeze. Fuel economy remains respectable, with the GLB 250 achieving around 27 mpg combined. That's pretty impressive for a vehicle with AWD, solid power, and boxy aerodynamics. If you're into greener options, a plug-in hybrid version is rumored for later this model year, so definitely keep an eye out. So who's this SUV really for? If you need a practical, compact SUV that doesn't sacrifice comfort, style, or tech, the GLB is one of the most well-rounded choices out there. It fits small families, urban professionals, and even those who occasionally want to head off the beaten path. The 2026 Mercedes GLB isn't trying to be flashy or trendy, it's just quietly excellent. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. Thanks for watching Auto Street. If you enjoyed this review and want more deep dives into the latest models, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss an upload. See you in the next one.